Get ready to discover the amazing secret journey your cozy jacket takes before it reaches your closet. Hold a fleece jacket in your mind. Fluffy, warm, and light. Now here's the mystery. This cozy thing is actually a world traveler, made from ingredients that started out as earth stuff. Most fleece begins as plastic, and plastic often begins as oil and natural gas, ancient squished plants, and tiny sea creatures from millions of years ago. That means part of your jacket's story starts far below the ground or deep under the ocean floor. To reach that oil, people use huge drills and pumps, machines strong enough to bite through rock. We use these fuels for many products, but drilling can disturb land and water, so teams work hard on safer methods and spill prevention. Next, the oil heads to a refinery, where it gets separated like a giant science experiment. Heat and pressure split it into different parts, and one part becomes the building blocks for plastic. Inside chemical plants, tiny molecules link arms to form long chains called polymers. Imagine millions of microscopic beads snapping into a super long necklace. That necklace is plastic. Those polymers often become small plastic pellets, like hard grains of rice. These pellets can be loaded into bags or containers and shipped by truck and train to meet other parts of the jacket's puzzle. But wait, some fleece is made from recycled plastic bottles instead of new oil. That's like giving old plastic a second life, and it can reduce the need to pull new resources from Earth. Recycling still takes energy, because bottles must be shredded, washed, and melted. The challenge is to power these steps with cleaner energy, and to keep plastic from escaping into rivers and oceans in the first place. Now comes the factory superpower, melting plastic and pushing it through tiny holes to make threads. Picture a super hot pasta maker, except instead of noodles, it makes hair-thin fibers. Those fibers get stretched to become stronger, then crimped to get fluffy. That fluff is what traps warm air, like building a tiny blanket of air pockets around you. Next, giant knitting machines loop the fibers into fabric, faster than any human hands could move. A wide sheet of fleece rolls out like a never-ending soft carpet. Sometimes the fleece has dyed, which means water and chemicals must be handled carefully. Many factories are improving by cleaning and reusing water, so less dirty water returns to nature. The jacket isn't only fleece. It has a zipper, maybe snaps, elastic, and thread. Those parts can come from metal ores mined from rock, or from more plastics made from oil, so one jacket can be a mashup of many earth ingredients. Mining metals takes massive machines that scoop, drill, and crush stone. We need these materials for tools and clothing parts, but mining changes habitats, so careful planning and land restoration help nature recover. Then comes the assembly line. Cutting patterns, stitching seams, and attaching zippers with fast, precise machines. It's like a teamwork relay race. Fabric in, jacket out. Here's the global puzzle part. The fleece fabric might be made in one country, the zipper in another, and the jacket sewn in a third. They meet because ships, trains, and trucks move gigantic loads across the planet every day. All that travel uses fuel, which means more carbon dioxide in the air. The good news is that engineers are building cleaner ships and trucks, and companies are learning to plan routes that waste less energy. Finally, the jacket reaches a store or a delivery box, and then it reaches you. After a trip that might add up to thousands of miles, it feels simple, only because the hard work is hidden. Now you're part of the story, because how you treat your fleece changes what happens next. Wear it longer, wash it less often, and fix small tears. Every extra year saves the earth from making another one too soon. One more honest twist. Fleece can shed tiny fibers when washed, called microfibers, that can slip into waterways. Washing with a filter bag and choosing gentler cycles helps catch more of them, while scientists design fabrics that shed less. If your fleece can't be worn anymore, it can sometimes be donated, reused, or recycled into new material. The big idea is simple. This jacket took a massive effort from Earth and people, so the smartest move is to make its useful life as long as possible.